and Steph, get in here and watch this. Watch these pros groveling for the resources. Yes. Fight for the death for my entertainment. While I drink my filtered water. Yes. Animals. Okay, so obviously that was just satire, so you cool your horses. You see these people right here, especially this asshole right here. This guy right here, he's this is all during the Hurricane Irma, actually. Survived this, if you will, myself, me and Steph here. So real quick and to the point before we get into the meat and potatoes of this, I just wanted to put out that we're doing a raffle. So Critical Thoughts has been up and running for 3 years now, and hurricane season is upon us, so I thought why not get two birds stoned, and to celebrate we're going to do a raffle where you too can get a Propur filter just like this, and we'll give more details at the end of it, but first I want to get more into what's going on here. Like I say, you see this guy, right, fighting for his water. They're all fighting for their water. Who needs that much water though, really? What is that, like 10 cases? He's got 10 cases there. See, this is why we have price gouging. He's probably buying them for like, what, $5 a case? This water filter right here, bought for $200. He's got $40 of bottled water sitting on his pallet. And I don't mean to take away from the seriousness of the occasion, but when it all came down to it, a lot of these people over prepared. And so what I'm trying to sell to you right now is just the health benefits and the utility of having a water filter in your house. So instead of, for example, fighting to the death over bottles of water, and there's way more violent ones, this is just one of the funnier ones I wanted to point out, where somebody's hoarding and not thinking about other people. This guy thinks he's got his shit together, but he doesn't. I just wanted to show you that, like, you could probably pour all that water into a bathtub and it'd get it like, what, 1/3 of the way? I fill my bathtub up and I've got twice what that guy does for a fraction of the cost, and I ran it through the filter the whole time. That's what I did during Irma. That's what I did during Matthew. 2 hurricanes now we've been through. Did just fine. It's one way you can prepare for it. You beat all that. But okay, so say you're not preparing for a hurricane season. The health benefits of it, you know, you look at what happened in Flint, Michigan, right? Did everybody already forget about that, or is it just me? Yeah, I just got reminded recently, there's like still lead in the water there. People dying of liver failure every day. Some people didn't even realize it until they're already getting liver failure and they traced it back to the water supply. There's stuff all the time in this water that they can't control, and that's why it's up to you to take care of yourself. Get yourself a water filter. Bottled water's okay too. My problem with it is that you're paying, like, see, if you're drinking 6 bottles of water a day like you're supposed to, we don't though, do we? So even say 3 bottles, you're still talking about over 1,000 bottles of water a year you're buying here, right? And if you're buying them at like 10 cents a pop, that's like $100 and something. That's already, like, in 1 year, half the price of one of these water filters, which I haven't changed these filters out in about a year. Got my assistant Scarlett sniffing it out. It's good? Good, all right. So, you know, you save a lot of money in the end with it. You know, I'm over here talking like I'm this rich elitist. These are the elitists, folks. These are the people that can afford to buy bottles of water day in and day out and just throw the bottles, which, by the way, environmental hazard. Here we were, what was it, 2 weeks ago, fighting over straws, a freaking straw, and like bottles. There's way more bottles, plastic bottles that go into landfills than there are straws. And I don't know if anybody noticed, but bottles are a little bigger than the straws. So if you really want to help the environment, there's a way you can cut out some plastic going into the ocean and killing all the sea turtles. So I guess, like, kind of getting off on all sorts of tangents here. Something else I'm trying to point out is the fact that you have a lot of people out there trying to tell other people how to live, ban the straws, fix Flint's water, and it's like, why don't you just fix it yourself? Take it upon yourself, have the initiative to better yourself, and then, I don't know, maybe one day put out a video like this and enlighten others. Health benefits, getting back to it though, it's not just lead, which lead is like probably one of the worst. It's also fluoride. Seen Breaking Bad? Remember the bathtub scene? Very gruesome. They put that hydrofluorosilicic acid into a bathtub melt the body and the tub. Very corrosive stuff, right? It's a super acid. That same byproduct is what they put in the water and tell you is fluoride. And somehow this is supposed to help your teeth. I'm not going to get into the politics of that one or the sciences, whatever. But you know, maybe that's something you want to filter out too. But I know something you do want to filter out is pharmaceuticals. Every time you take a pill, it's got to go somewhere. It doesn't just stay in your body forever, right? It goes into your urinary tract, back into the sewage system, gets processed. But they can't filter all that out. They don't have all these on standby here, okay? They got these big facilities and they got to pump water through it. They get the poop and the pee out, but the pharmaceuticals stay. And if you remember Alex Jones talking about stuff in the water turning the frogs gay, I know it sounds conspiratorial there, but there's actually something to it, that much anyways. So, you know, it starts throwing off your hormones, makes you wacko, whatever. So one more thing you want to filter out there. This filter here, actually getting to it, can even filter like swamp water. So say I ran out of bathtub water during the hurricane, I could just go out into the raging flood waters out in front of my house, scoop some up and throw it in the water filter if I were so inclined. All right, so went over the economics, health benefits, environmental benefits. Am I missing anything else? Okay, so let's get to the contest details. Or it's not a contest this time. It's a raffle. So every time you share this video, or hopefully we'll have it edited so we can go into SoundCloud too. Anytime this media is shared, you get entered for a chance to win. So enter it on Gab, SoundCloud, YouTube, Facebook, anywhere you can. Try and enter this video, and you know, we aren't solid on how we're getting this done. I mean, we're like a two-man, one-woman operation here. So there's only so much we can do. So screenshot your entry if you have to and message it to us, and that'll guarantee it gets counted and you get put in for the drawing. If it's anything like the last few contests, you'll probably be a default winner. So just enter the damn thing and you get a chance at winning a $200-something water filter right here. There's other cheaper options out there too. This is a Propur. This is actually a pretty Gucci model. They have Alexa Pure, does the same thing. Berkey, which is a little more, same thing. But you'll be winning a Propur if you enter in contest. You got 2 weeks from today. So yeah, start sharing away. Get your friends and family members on it too. I don't know, something. Maybe hook them up just in time for Florence. Florence is coming, Category 4. We're ready for it. Well, it's going to be here in like a couple of days. So in the contest, it takes about 2 weeks. Godspeed to everybody that doesn't have one yet, but you'll be good for the next hurricane, or you can just buy one now. You know, don't wait for me. But yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for tapping into Critical Thoughts, breaking through the white noise, bringing the media that matters.